Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently investing. And that's been happening for a while. Let's go ahead and tick on forward here. We're nearing the end of our investment phase, and that's very good. These temples are maxed out for our tech level right now. We're constructing a lot of things. We have a stewardship perk available, and I guess we take, like, large levies here. We are getting pretty old, and we're probably going to die soon. So let's just double check our succession. Yep, that looks absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. This temple is maxed. This temple is maxed. So that is looking great. We've got 4 maxed temples here. This city is now maxed. Okay, beautiful. What else do we have? This one's going to need a bit. This one needs a bit. We're making very good progress, though. We're making 87 gold per month right now. We can probably start thinking about building military structures. We've been skipping that up until now. Can we ask the head of faith for gold again? When can we do that? He probably doesn't have enough gold right now, but what do you got going on right now? Actually, he does have enough gold, but we can't ask for another 3 years. Okay, fair enough. That's reasonably fine. We can extort our subjects, though, and why is it not notifying us? Okay, somehow that got turned off. Let's turn that back on. Why take a little when I can take a lot? So what are we going to do with this gold? We're going to immediately move through and begin working on these castle upgrades. So that'll be great. That one didn't take. There we go. So we're just getting all of these upgraded as we can. We would like to get all of these constructions happening simultaneously. Our wife resolved a courtier debt and 50 gold. Cool, we'll take it. And that gold will immediately go into these barracks and these barracks. Okay. So that is looking great. Our gold is spent. And everything that can be constructing within our personal realm is. We already know that these 4 bishoprics are maxed out. This one is close to being maxed out, although it's not quite there yet. It's definitely getting close. Beautiful. 88.4 gold per month right now. Okay, it just dropped down to 88.3. But that's fine. All of this down here is, of course, a little bit behind. And we're not too concerned about that. For the time being, this is fine. We'll pass through and spend our gold down here eventually when we need to spend our gold. Right now, the gold, of course, needs to go elsewhere. The gold is going to be going into these as they finish, but it's going to be a bit, and that's completely fine. So we need to start thinking about what our expansion is going to look like once we're done with our investment phase here. And I think moving into Norway is probably the way to go. The other option is Iceland, which is an interesting option. We don't have CBs, so CBs are going to be a little bit awkward, for sure. Training fields have been constructed, and we died. Okay, so we knew that that was coming. This guy endorses us, but not very much. Let's go ahead and sway him. 36 gold. Okay, we're going to need to do a little bit of work here for sure. So let's go ahead and get a new chancellor, a new steward, and a new marshal. Cool. So that's all good. We need a lifestyle focus, and we're going to grab wealth focus again. This is awkward over here, this architect focus. We should probably head down into avaricious via a perk reset. So we'll go ahead and do that. Golden obligations, it is my domain. Airgeld, detailed ledgers. We'll take war profiteer, but we're probably not going to go to war just yet. But we'll get that done. So that is all well and good. That boosts us up to 48 gold per month, and we can extort again. Now, where are my loyal subjects? And we're going to need to tell our wife to manage our domain. She is not good at that. She is really, 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 really bad at that. Okay. And we only have the one child. Well, we can hand out these titles. That's not the end of the world. So we'll grant these out to random nobles. It's not ideal, but it'll do. Converting to Nestorianism? No, get out of here. Don't worry, I'll have everyone pay. Fantastic. So we're going to get this upgrade going immediately. And our income will come up over time. We need to get this city upgrading. There we go. Training fields are constructing somewhere. Where did that finish? Down over here. Okay, cool. So we'll get another upgrade going there. And that's it for now, as far as our upgrades go. I'm also noticing our total soldier count has dropped quite a lot. I'm guessing that is largely due to levy contributions and these guys not being very happy with us. They'll get over it eventually. Eventually. We just need to reestablish our power. So for now, that's okay. Cool. So we've got a good amount of gold. And this castle requires an additional upgrade. We'll go ahead and work on that. Actually, these are not castles. This guy, our brother, is joining the Teutonic Order. Have fun with that. That's okay. I don't mind this. So we're going to build a trade port over here. And this city, we're also going to want to build a trade port in. That's quite expensive. Can we ask the Pope for gold? Actually, yes, we can. So we're going to ask the Pope for gold. He'll give us some. And our Archbishop is not endorsing us, so he's not giving us taxes. That's a big part of the reason why we are low in terms of our income. So there we go. We are apparently blathering. Fantastic. Thank you, Pope. And we are going to build guilds here. Over here, we're going to build a trade port. And that all looks good. This bishopric is now maxed out. Fantastic. Is that all of our bishoprics maxed out? Not quite, but we're not upgrading these mobile camps. He can upgrade that on his own. This one is going to require hunter stables. That seems reasonably fine. Cool. So this guy's at -1 opinion of us. And there's a liberty demand. Interesting. I didn't even look at this dangerous faction, and I should have, but I will not be threatened. So these guys down here are all going to rise up against us. We're going to raise everybody up. Cool. And we're going to attempt to head in somewhere before they get all grouped up. Where are we going to go? Well, we need to defend our capital here. That is the primary goal. They're making some awkward moves, no doubt about that. I'd like to catch these guys. It's not going to happen. I'd like to catch these guys. It's also not going to happen. So for the time being, we may just have to chill. We do require a new chancellor, and that will be this mayor. A new steward, this mayor. A new marshal. There we go. Okay. We should head up over this direction. And so we shall. They're grouping up. How many troops do they have overall? Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. As long as we can fight them relatively separated. Is the idea here. We can fight them down here, and so we shall. Beautiful. And now these guys are walking up towards our capital. I love it. I actually want them to be out over here. This is looking good. So we're going to make our way over, and can we raise any additional forces? Actually, the answer is yes, we can. And we're going to move up over this direction and look to give battle. They're moving in awkwardly. Very awkwardly, I might add. This is not good for them. I don't know why they decided to move in like this. They should have been all grouped together. If they were, there's a possibility that they could have won this battle. But they don't. They don't win this battle. So we win the battle, and that means that we begin chasing out over this direction. Because we would absolutely love, and yeah, you can go ahead and farm. Let's go ahead and increase control up over here. Cool. Okay, I don't really want to take that attrition there. So for the moment, we're going to come down here and siege. They're going to regenerate forces, so we need to definitely stay flexible here. 2 months on this siege seems potentially acceptable. They're going to walk in, and they're fairly late. But they do have the numbers, so we're going to need to retreat here as soon as we can, which we'll go ahead and do. That's fine. No major problem there. I want to check in. Yeah, that's all good. Cool. So, do we need to hire mercs right now? Actually, that battle lost us 21 war score. That's insane. Why would that be the case? Okay, that's absurd, considering that we won the previous 2 battles, but sure, whatever. Do we hire in mercs here? Or holy orders? We can't get a holy order. We definitely could think about hiring in mercs. What do they have for men-at-arms? The men-at-arms are the core problem here. Lots of pikemen. Heavy infantry counters pikemen. They do have some heavy infantry of their own. Okay, let's go ahead and just go with, like, light cavalry, maybe? To counter their archers. They do have a decent number of archers. Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan here. So we're going to go with these guys. Cool. We'll group these together, and they're going to turn around and come back this direction. Ticking war score is actually not yet ticking, which is mildly awkward. What is their total troop count? 14k. We should at least wait for a month tick here. Okay, they're walking away at this moment. When would this battle occur? In 8 days? And they leave when? In 15. Okay. So, 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason I wanted to wait here is because these guys get locked in going over here. Beautiful. Much, much better engagement here by waiting. I love it. So we get an excellent engagement here and easily win that battle. That weakens this force tremendously. Now we can come over here and take on these guys extremely easily. Yeah, they just straight up lose this. If we had fought them all together, they would not lose. This force is on their way in. Are they going to get there in time to turn this around? No. No, they are not. Beautiful. So that looks great. We just decisively defeated their army. They'd probably accept a white piece at this point. Are we okay with a white piece? It's an interesting question. I think the answer to that is no. How many troops do we need here? 670? Okay. So let's go ahead and split off these mangonels, as well as a couple of units of levies. And these guys are just going to walk back over here for resupply. Okay. Now these guys are almost certainly going to come up and fight us. Almost certainly. Maybe. They're thinking about it. We're keeping an eye on that. We'll go ahead and reduce our men-at-arms maintenance. They're actually bypassing us here and coming up over this way. That's fascinating. We're going to move up this way as well. Their numbers are currently 9,261. And they're running away from us here. They're now locked in. And we're going to give this a go. We'll have the defensive here. I don't know that this is great. Actually, we're winning it. We are winning it. Okay, that one was dicey. No doubt about that. We're going to come over here and siege. We should probably have a siege leader here if we have one. And we don't. So we'll just put, like, this guy in. We're actually winning this battle, which is mildly shocking. But, I mean, we did have the defensive bonus there. So that's all good. We got more combatants there. We're at 82%. Ticking war score is ticking now. So do we expect that this siege ends this rebellion? Probably. And this guy's currently dying. Okay, I'll put him in, but he's going to die. Okay, we're keeping an eye on their movements here. They're coming back out over this direction. They're quite split up. And we're actually going to fight them here in a really awkward manner. I don't know why they decided to do that. Are they just giving up? Like, okay, that was wild. Sure, we're at 93% war score, and the war's over. So we're going to enforce those demands and disband those troops. All of these guys are now imprisoned. And we're going to keep them that way. At least for a bit. Okay, so this faction goes away. And actually, know your place. We got an achievement there. Fantastic. That achievement was for defeating a faction in a war. Okay, I guess we hadn't had any rebels up until this point. That is true. So we'll put in this mayor, and as far as our chancellor goes, we'll put in this baron. Cool. That'll do. Okay, so back to investment. This city is maxed out. Can we ask our head of faith for gold? No, we can ransom prisoners, and we're happy to do so as long as they're not a vassal. Cool. So we'll go ahead and do that for now. And this is maxed, we determined. Let's see, up over this way. We definitely need a wetland farm. Cool. And we're getting some gold via these ransoms. Cool, go ahead and ransom off this prisoner. And this one. Fantastic. All the rest of these are vassals, so we're not going to ransom them. How long until we can ask the Pope? Hey, Pope, what do you got? May of this year. I love it. So these ransoms are not going to happen. We just discovered hereditary rule. So the question is, what is... Oh, banking. Okay, banking is exposed next. I like it. Horseshoes would eventually be useful, but for the moment, it is what it is. So all of these are maxed. This city is not quite maxed yet. Okay. We need to upgrade this city over here. There we go. So we got that rebellion handled with no real problems. We're not upgrading this mobile camp for the moment. I want to check in. How much is this guy endorsing us now? Maximally. Okay, perfect. Our wife is really, really bad at managing domain. Really bad indeed. Okay. So this is our current only child. We're going to give her a stewardship education as well. Although, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should give her, like, a learning or even a martial education. We're nearing the end of our investment phase, so I think that does make sense. So then we'll have her be educated by somebody with better martial than us. That would be nice. We don't really have anybody with good martial training. This guy's a blade master, so I guess that would work. Okay, cool. We'll see if he does a good job there. Our daughter is going to be very warlike, apparently. Although our wife is bearing our child, so our daughter may not actually be our heir now. We'll see if that ends up happening. This is all fine over here. Maxed out. Maxed out enough. Maxed out. Maxed out. Cool. Declined. All of them can stay in prison. They can't cause any trouble in prison, so that'll be good. Yeah, all of this is definitely finishing up. Our prisons are getting very full. No doubt about that. Let's go ahead and continue to work on our military upgrades. Obviously, that last war would have been a little bit easier if we had not skipped the military upgrades, but we did that deliberately. And yeah, our mercenary contract is expiring. That's completely fine. We fully expect that one. Let's go ahead and get this military camp upgrading. And we should be able to ask our head of faith for gold if he has it. No, it's only March. We should be able to in May, I believe. Okay, we'll go ahead and ransom this prisoner. There we go. And we did indeed have a son. So our son is going to be moved over to a martial education as well, and is going to be educated in the martial ways by our nephew here. Cool. Okay, so that's all looking good. In terms of additional upgrades, we're a little bit low on gold right now, but most of these are getting maxed out. They're very, very close. Of course, that war was expensive and delayed our cash generation a little bit. So that is sad. No, get out of here. Cool. So eventually, we're going to be able to ask the Pope for gold. He doesn't have the gold right now, I'm betting. Actually, he does. He would not accept because we have sinful traits, and he doesn't like us. We're going to start swaying the Pope now. Cool. This guy already likes us enough. So now we need to convince the Pope to give us gold. Hi, Jerusalem. You are a little ways away from your de jure territory, but sure. Show in the Baron, and he's going to bring us 75 prestige. I like it. We can also extort our subjects, which we will certainly do. Why are they never grateful for what they do have? We can grab golden aplomb here, and we'll be able to get at any cost quite soon. So that will be good. We will definitely upgrade these guilds. There we go. And upgrade, say, the wetland farms here. Looks good. This city is maxed. We're eventually going to need to continue construction. Actually, this city's a ways away. Interesting. That is definitely a ways away. The Rattling High King, huh? Okay. Well, hopefully we'll be able to convince the Pope to give us gold pretty soon. He is he doesn't like us very much, and I think that is because we are lustful. And of course there's that attraction opinion from being a dwarf. He's not very okay with this. An absolute shambles, huh? Actually, 500 gold. We'll take it. Fantastic. So that gives us some gold here. We don't have a penny to spare on such luxuries. Are you kidding? We're upgrading a lot of buildings right now. So this out over here, we definitely want to get that pastoral lands built. That is now maxed out. Fantastic. When can we upgrade our castles? Hoardings will be done in 12 years. Okay. Good to know. So our economic structures are getting very, very close to being maxed out. The Pope was not swayed. 150 gold to send him a gift. That might actually be profitable for us. But we're probably better off... I don't know. It depends on the cooldown. It's going to be a little awkward. Yeah, we might be better off getting the cooldown going immediately, which would mean sending him a gift, but that would only be 13 opinion. Would that be enough? Probably not, is my guess. So we're probably better off keeping our gold around for the moment. Okay, so that sounds good. Castlebar, we can definitely get a barracks upgraded. And our troop count is definitely coming up. I like it. This city just auto-upgraded. That's good. And let's go ahead and get this military camp going. Cool. So there's a lot more upgrades that are needed, right? No doubt about that. But a lot of these are finishing up. This city definitely needs a guilds upgrade. That's going to be slightly expensive. Ah, he would give us gold now. Do it. Do it. I will use this wealth wisely. He called us abhorrent, but I'm sure he didn't mean that. So we wanted to upgrade this guild. Fantastic. I also wanted to get this castle going. Cool. We know that this out over here, with the exception of this place, is all maxed out. So that's all very good. These upgrades are coming in at a pretty prodigious clip. I like it. We can't upgrade this beyond level 4 because we don't have castle bailies. So even if we wanted to, we couldn't. And we don't want to. Most of these are maxed at this point. And we're very pleased about that. Why was he willing to give that to us when our opinion, or rather when his opinion of us dropped? Oh, it's probably because it came up because of requested gold. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Sure, show in the Baron. That'll be fine. Serve me well. Okay, so this is looking great. I do believe that we're going to be done maxing all of this out next episode. We're basically there now. Actually, there's very few of these that require additional work. This city is going to be maxed. This city is going to be maxed. This city is going to be maxed. So this one requires a small amount of additional work. This city is maxed. This one requires a decent amount of work. This one will require one additional upgrade. And overall, there's going to be very little left to do. We can start thinking about spending our gold down here in the rest of our realm, although that will have diminishing returns. So that is definitely something to think about. In terms of our economic duchy here, our economic duchy is maxed out in nearly every capacity right now. Nearly every capacity. Oh, we can upgrade our tax offices. We should definitely do that. We have a new archbishop, and he might not be fully endorsing us. Correct. We're going to need to work on swaying him. That is higher priority than the Pope, and will unlock at any cost. The question is, do we use this right now? The answer is obviously yes. It'll have unpredictable results. I need that money for the good of the realm, you see. Cool. So he gained an indebted hook on us, which isn't necessarily great, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and get this hunting grounds upgraded. There's only one more upgrade needed here, and that is the final upgrade in the economic duchy. So that is amazing. He has given himself fortification rights. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Out of wedlock? Sure, the truth is out. So our wife is pregnant, and that's fine. This upgrade is now going, so we're really close to having all of these upgrades done. Actually, really, really close. It's definitely going to happen. Who is this? Who is Roger? Emperor Roger of Francia. No. Okay. Excellent. So with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to finish up our investments here and start really thinking about going to war out over this direction. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.